Welcome back to my channel. If you know me, you know I have the attention span of a squirrel, and I have 17 books that publishers have sent me, and I'm super grateful, but I'm gonna judge the book by its cover and its first chapter. I don't know if I'll get through all of these, but I'll try to do 10 of them. Just off the bat, the 6th Nyx, Lucky, Runner, Close Relationships with Strangers, Local Gods, The House Where Nothing Hurts, and I'm actually 4 chapters in. Florida Palms, She Isn't Herself Tonight, Angel Country, and Intercepts. I love these covers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10. This is perfect. I did not plan this out. Intercepts is a horror novel. Crown Publishing sent me this. Just a little snippet is a supervisor works at a top secret government facility that performs human experimentation. His work just followed him home. Here's a longer version. Okay, honestly, this first page says, I see nothing, just blackness, but even blackness when there's nothing to contrast it against, is it truly black or is it just nothing? Okay, poetry. Wait, okay, the quotes on the back are epic. This first one is, if you're the slightest bit freaked out by conspiracy theories or even just the kind of person who keeps a little sticker over the webcam on your laptop, you should read Intercepts. Me. The next one is, this one reads like sprinting down a dark hallway barefoot, waiting for the broken glass. Yeah, no wonder I felt unsettled. No wonder I felt unsettled in the first couple pages. Next is Angel Country. This actually comes out October 20th of this year. It's described as a fantasy horror. We'll see. It says, in an alternate early 1900s, a scientist hunts down her former research partner after he steals her life's work before his greed reshapes the world in his darkly wondrous fantasy horror. Perfect for fans of Caitlin Starling and Cassandra Nah. So Caitlin Starling, I loved The Starving Saints. Caitlin Starling, not Sterling. Did I say Sterling? Anyways, I love The Starving Saints, and I just read Milk Teeth, which also comes out in October. Absolutely 5 stars, loved it. I'm down bad for it. So I'm very excited for this because if you know me, fantasy and horror are my top genres that I love to read. I was sent this by Saga Press, so thank you, Saga. This little piece of paper out. Okay, chapter 1 is a transcript. I can't quote this book or anything like that. The prologue was like a letter, and now it's a transcript. I have a feeling this is going to be a tough read. We'll see. I digress. I love saying that. Now listen, I have a feeling that Alex T. Singer, this is going to be a journey. And I don't know if I'm ready for this journey, just because his writing style may take a little bit more time to get used to and process faster. So I don't know how I'm going to rate this. Next, we will do She Isn't Herself Tonight by Hailey Piper. This also comes out the end of October 27th of this year. And Saga Press also sent me this, so thank you, Saga Press. Hey, Mila. Do you want to say hi? She's sassy. This is my orange girl. Okay, sassy girl. Okay, let's see what the sheet says. Okay, it's following a young woman on the heels of a traumatic breakup as she anxiously awaits an impending alien abduction. Perfect for readers of You Weren't Meant to Be Human and Our Wives Under the Sea. So I haven't read either of those. So I'm intrigued. It's short. I love short books. For sure. Okay, Hailey Piper has a lot of books and I have not read any of them. That is a backlog. Okay. I'm still thinking about how unsettled I was with the Intercepts, but this did have a gripping first chapter and the cover is stunning. Florida Palms, switching it up. This is not a horror book. It's a gripping debut about a group of young men dragged into a drug running operation on the space coast of Florida in 2009. Here's like the little synopsis. If you're interested in reading those. Simon & Schuster sent this over, and this is already out. It's just out in paperback now. Oh, the stuff. This cover. It's so pretty. Okay. So this book does not have chapters. It has parts. Yeah, that's would have been good to know. So these are the things that matter, okay? There are 5 parts, and it is 465 pages, so about 100 pages. I'm turned off, but the story is interesting. The premise is interesting. It's compared to Sons of Anarchy, so that alone will get me to read this. Just not right now. The House Where Nothing Hurts. Thank you to Bloomsbury for sending this over. This does not come out until February of next year, and I have already started this. This is by Allie Fountain, and here's the synopsis if you're interested in reading that. It's about girlhood, motherhood, haunted house. It had everything I wanted in a horror. It's a literary horror. I'm about 4 chapters into this already. I'm reading this for a challenge, but I wanted to include this because I'm eating it up, and the writing style, it feels like a creamy keyboard sounds, if that makes sense. It's smooth. I like it. It's easily digestible, and I'm having a great time already. Okay, Local Gods is a teen horror. Do we say teen? No. Local Gods is a YA horror. It's a folk horror, and I don't know if I've read much folk horror. It's the cover. It's the cover. Stunning. Here's the synopsis if you're interested in reading it. Simon Teen did send this to me. Thank you, Simon Teen. They say that when white crows come to town, it means that something bad is happening. In this first chapter, the home is getting raided. I don't know why. Immediately, I want to know more about why these animals are white in color around this area and the lore behind it and what happened to her, because the FBI just raided her house. So immaculate, amazing first chapter. Okay, switching it up. Close Relationships with Stranger by Krista Diamond. Simon & Schuster also sent this over. Here's a synopsis, but says it follows a Las Vegas wildlife photographer who moves to Los Angeles to become a paparazzo, and in the process loses his relationships, his morals, and eventually his tether to reality. Seems pretty good to me. Immediately, this first chapter, it's making me want to know like what happened with this photograph that he got. It must have been a scandal of Mia Luna, but he doesn't want to remind anybody that he took it. Okay, interesting. Okay, The Runner, which comes out November 3rd of this year. Here's the synopsis, but the little quote on the top says he's running for his life and he's running out of time. Simon & Schuster also sent this. Once again, I judged it by its cover. Let's do. I have a feeling that this book is going to require me to do a lot of self-reflection. I'm just not really in the mood for that right now. If I was in the mood for that, I would read a Matt Haig book. Lucky, this was actually adapted into a TV show this past month in July. Simon & Schuster sent this over. I'm very, very interested in this book. And I do want to read it before I watch the show. I have a feeling like there's been so many book to movie or show adaptations, and I feel like I'm behind because I haven't watched them. But I don't watch a lot of TV, but maybe in the future. Oh, yeah. Okay, Simon & Schuster sent this. It says, what if you had the winning ticket that would change your life forever, but you couldn't cash it in? Here's a synopsis. Let's see. So they did a heist, and then she finds out that the ticket that she has is worth millions, but if she cashes it in, she'll be arrested for her crime. So will she or won't she? Okay, the last book in the pile is The Sixth Nick, and this is a sci-fi and was sent to me by Saga Press. This finished copy is stunning. Okay, it says The Sixth Nick is a galaxy-spanning adventure from the New York Times best-selling author of Whalefall and Angel Down. And I have not read any of Daniel Krause's work, but I'm intrigued. Here's the synopsis if you're interested in reading it. Oh my gosh. Daniel Krause has written a lot of books. Look at this. that long list? Dang, the man is busy. Or I hope it's a Daniel or a Danielle. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, these chapters are like broken up into parts too. Like the first chapter is 48 pages. No, I just read the first part of the first chapter. I don't know what's going on in this book. It's a sci-fi, and I feel like they read a lot different. I'm not used to reading sci-fi. I'm really big into fantasy and horror, like I said, so sci-fi is a little different for me. I'm intrigued, but I'm not in the mood. So let's rate all 10 of these books, and to see like what caught my attention based off the cover and the first chapter. And just to let you know, I'm interested in all of these books. I wouldn't request them if I wasn't. And my rating would change literally tomorrow if I did the same thing. So don't judge me. You receive book mail. Do you keep the little promotional papers that they give you in the book? Like these little things, I like to keep them in the book. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird. Okay, out of these 10 books, I think number 10 is going to have to be The Runner, just because I'm not in the mood for self-reflection, like whatsoever. But the cover is stunning. Okay. Next. Oh wow, this is really hard because I'm interested in all of these. It's gonna be Close Relationships with Strangers, only because how crazy could a paparazzi book be? Watch, I'm gonna read it and it's gonna be the craziest thing I've ever fucking read. I'm gonna say 6th Nyx for, what is that? 10, 9, in number 8. I don't know, something about sci-fi lately has not been doing it as I'm reading Red Rising. I'm rereading Red Rising right now. Anyways, don't even pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, Lucky next in number 6. Heist sounds fun, but how can we have that much information? Like, how can a heist go on in this short of a book? Okay, number 5, Florida Palms. Cover is stunning, but that first chapter, although there was a lot going on, I don't like that it's broken up by 5 parts and it's 500 pages. Okay. Is this the 5th spot? How many books do I have? Yeah, number 5, I'm going to put She Isn't Herself Tonight. First chapter was intriguing. I was interested, but I wasn't itching for more. And I don't know how that first chapter is going to translate to like an alien abduction. I don't know. I'll have to read it. Next, Angel Country. I know this is going to be an amazing book. I'm probably going to rate it 5 stars. But that first chapter and prologue was just an email and what is it called? A transcript of something. I don't know what it was, but there's a lot of information and I feel like I'm gonna have to dive deep on this book. Okay, number 3. Number 3, I'm gonna go with The House Where Nothing Hurts. like I said, I'm 4 chapters into this, but the other 2 just, yeah. Number 2, local gods. I'm intrigued by these animals and them being in the town. I'm intrigued, okay? The FBI invasion, you name it, and the cover is stunning. And there's just something about a YA book that I need sometimes, just simplified writing. And then in the number 1 spot for today is Intercepts. I am still thinking about this chapter, and I read this one first. I really feel unsettled with what I read, and I feel like I need to reread it to hopefully comprehend it a little bit better and differently. And the cover is terrifying. Terrifying. These are the 10 books that I judged by their cover and their first chapter. I'm so eternally grateful for all this book mail. I will say it's hard to keep up with, but I want to showcase these books because I am interested in them. I'm just psycho and I have a million other things that I'm reading right now. So, thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful that you're here, and this is my 3rd video this year, so hopefully I can continue to be consistent, and I have something exciting for next week. So if you want to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what book you want to read, or if you're looking forward to one of these. Okay, bye.